sorry about the lag. I don't know what happened there, but and so looks like Huck is getting this secured. He's putting the pylon out here. A couple banelings so they can actually just chomp through those zealots. And only one was killed, I believe. But here comes all the zerglings, which should probably back out by now. And there's a good force field trapping a couple of zerglings in there. So, for the most part, it looks like TLO is just trying to put on a lot of pressure to Huck, prevent him from getting that expo right there. And he's doing a fairly good job. I mean, he's only losing zerglings. He doesn't really need gas for anything right now, unless he decides to get some roaches and bust down the front wall. But for now, he's doing fine. We actually have a bad rally point right there. So, let's see if he notices that. Yes, he does. And so, looks like he's getting his third at his natural. And yeah, so he's just droning up, getting a lot of zerglings. There goes the roach one right now. He's probably going to try to bust down that front wall, as you can't really do it with zerglings unless you get a really good surround in. Here's a gateway right here. Let's see if he can take out this nexus again. We'll cancel. There's a bunch of force fields, so he can't get us around. And almost catching a bunch of zerglings out of place right there, but he was able to back out in time. And this queen has a lot of energy, so he's kind of been slipping on his macro a little bit. But when it's TLO, does it really matter? No. And yeah, so we have some good saturation here on the high yield. Probably going to be using this third mainly just for gas, and then do a switch tech over to something more powerful than zerglings and bust down the wall or something. Anyway, we have 3 overseers right now, corrupting everything. Both gateways. So he can't produce out of them right now, and he can actually do it on that gateway too, but you have to be careful of those units down there. And it looks like Huck's going for his famous zealot sentry build, where you just use zealots and sentries and then force field all the zerglings and trap them, and it works fairly well. And yeah, so I mean, we're just massing up here. 8 roaches coming in with burrow. Zerg ground, carapace level 2, and glial reconstitution for that roach speed. And I don't think Huck has any detection here. No, he doesn't, so he will do fine with those roach burrows. He can just burrow straight into the mineral line if he wants to. No problem there. And here comes a little push. I think Huck is trying to get a little bit of map control and see what's going on. But we have a lot of zealots right there. It looks like Huck was able to take the Zelnaga. Few overlords, and here's the roaches, the big pile of roaches. We have 13 roaches right there, and 5 more on the way. And here's that third. Looks like he's got the gas guys are all ready for it. Looks like he's doing fine on gas. He really needs minerals more than gas, so he can actually afford to run off just 3 gas. 4 now. And it looks like we're having the overlord drop, or overlord speed being researched. Maybe he might do a little drop or something like that. And here comes a big engagement. All those zerglings need to come over here. Baneling's morphing in, and I guess Huck decided to back out right there, which is not a bad idea when you see all those zerglings. And wow, it looks like all the zerglings, whoa, all the zerglings got force fielded, but then he just decided to burrow. That was amazing. And here comes the engagement. Huck with his zealots and stalkers, and there is the force field. But of course, he can burrow. And that's what's so good about burrow, is when you have no detection except for a cannon, it really helps. Looks like we even got a hive and 2 robo facilities, so we're probably going to see, I'm guessing, a lot of immortals coming out from Huck. And we have pathogen glands coming in for those infestors. Probably going to see some fungal growth action. Zerg melee level 1 and an Evo chamber, so we can start getting more upgrades than just 1 at a time. And 7 roaches coming in. And no gas, so he's not too heavy on the gas. He's getting his second gas there. He needs to get it there too. But for the most part, he's doing fine. And look at all these burrowed banelings just sprint out of anywhere. And let's see if these forces can run over it. That would be huge if... Oh, it looks like he's got the observer out right now. That would have been awesome to see something like that where the banelings just pop up and take out half the army. And wow, that was 38 Zerglings that were morphing in. We even have the Ultralisk Cavern on the way right now. One Infestor coming, and the Adrenal Glands for the Zerglings. So 20% faster attack speed when that is complete. And it looks like Huck is gearing up to take his third. Finally, when TLO is actually taking his fourth right now. So, and we have all the overlords over here to do some scouting. And there goes Huck's third right here. So Huck is a little bit behind. He has 2 Colossi on the way with the Thermal Lance. And taking a look at the army, looks like TLO is about 20 ahead, so not too much. But here comes a run-in with Zerglings. Will they take out this Colossi? I doubt it. No, the Colossi goes onto the cliff and is safe. And 2 Ultralisks on the way right now. And Huck is just getting those Colossi. Of course, Ultralisks just pretty much destroy the Colossi. So. And it looks like we have the Chitinous Plating for that +5 defense for the Ultralisks. Another 30 Zerglings coming out. So we have a good amount of roaches, a ton of Zerglings. Just spread all over the map. All of his units are just spread all over the map. That way, if an encounter comes, he can surround everywhere. And that's really how you want to play it. 3 Ultralisks and 4 now. So Huck could be in a lot of trouble. The whole Ultralisk will just gnaw through that army with no problem. And Huck should even probably be taking a 4th right now just to catch back up. Looks like TLO has his 4th done, mainly using it for the gas. 5th complete too, which he is just going to use for the gas as well. And looks like he's just picking off a few creep tumors here and there. See how many Ultralisks we have out right now, 2. And another 3 on the way. So he'll have 5 total. But anyway, here comes the engagement. We have fungal growth all over the place. Roach is taking out the Colossi. Zergling's doing a surround. Ultralisk over here not doing anything, but this one is doing a lot of damage. He's already got 6 kills. He's got the 5 armor and the 1 attack. So he is going to be doing a lot of damage. Anyway, the Colossi on the high ground gets sniped out by the roaches. And yeah, from this point, these large